Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and today we are going to be working on a 12 by 12 layout using some Dear Lizzie papers from a paper pad. You can see I am going to be starting with this super gorgeous floral one. This is an older paper. As you saw in a previous video, I did pull out my Dear Lizzie paper pads because I wanted to get some use out of them. I do love paper pads. So I decided to mix these three patterns. I'm going to be using that gorgeous floral, this chevron, it's a blue. I originally thought I was going to be doing a layout of Riker using this blue, but then I had so much florals on there, right? Because I had the floral border and I knew I wanted to use that centerpiece because it's just so pretty. I ended up gutting the center of the floral piece. So I will in the end up using this layout to do a photo of Riley on. I do have lots of scraps left, so I will also do one for Riker here in just a little bit. So you can see right here, I did use those We Are Memory Keepers tools to go ahead and rip the edges of that paper. They're kind of like just a small scallop rip. I am going to end up backing it on some white daisy cardstock from Close to My Heart because all the patterns are patterns and I wanted them to be set off of that floral just a little bit. I thought the white daisy would help, and it did help, although perhaps it might have helped a little bit more, should I say, if I would have inked the edges of that white pattern paper. You can see, I mean, it does stand off a little bit more, but had I put a little bit of ink on there, it might have stood off better. Right here, I'm using a paper I didn't think I'd ever use. It's a swan paper, and I go ahead and mat the back with that, with the white facing outward. Doing it that way, I can write whatever I want on the back if I don't end up doing journaling on the front, which I'm sure I will do. But the back is going to be completely white to mat anything I want. Plus, it makes the layout a little more sturdy because you saw I did cut out the back, or I gutted that floral paper. Plus, these are papers from a paper pad, so they are not the thickest. They're not Pink Fresh. Pink Fresh papers are super, super thick. Those ones I don't ever put anything on the back of. I do, most papers, even American Crafts papers, are a little bit thin. They're not really all that sturdy. They're not thin like, 90s thin, but they are a little bit thin. So I do like to just add a little sturdiness to my layouts to where when you hold them, they don't bend. That's how I like. Now, yes, that does take a little bit more space in your albums, but whatever, I don't care. So right here, I am going to be using my Close to My Heart die machine. I got this because I placed a big order, so I went ahead and made myself my own party so that I could get this. You can get this Close to My Heart die cutting machine by having your own party, and then this is one of the items that you can order. It's not a 50% off item, it's just like a special item that you can order, and I really wanted to try it out. I do love it. I like how it's compact. We'll talk about that more here in a little bit. So right here, I did find this little summertime piece that is from my crate paper, and so I thought I'd call it Summertime Braids because this is a photo of Riley where her mama had French braided her hair, or attempted to French braid her hair. Toddlers don't really sit around for all the fun stuff, right? So that is going to be my title. Summertime. My title is going to be Summertime Braids. I should have used some white alphas, but I looked around, maybe for a few minutes, and I didn't see any, and I know I have some, but I am not all about spending the time to look for the things. If I find it, I will make it work, right? I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time searching for stuff. I'd rather just use the stuff that is on my desk or at hand. So that is something I've been doing here lately. I've been on my desk, I've been pulling out different things and sitting them on my desk. If there are things I want to use, I will put them on my desk so that they are handy. And then maybe the following month, like this month, I do have sequins out. Maybe the following month, I'll put out a box of buttons. I mean, whatever. I don't know what the thing will be next month, but I will pull things out to sit on my desk so that they are handy. I don't like to go searching for different bits and pieces. It takes too much time. And being a YouTuber, you want to have content, right? You don't want to search for everything. I know I've been a little bit absent. Well, I was a little bit absent in July because I was just taking a break for myself. And that's, if I had to go searching for different materials, that's how it would be throughout the entirety of my channel. I'd be having like 2 videos a week and that'd be it. So you can see right here, I did find some die cuts I wanted to put in. I put these little flowers in there because to me, they say summer, and my title is Summertime Braids. Now looking at this video right here, the braids are not really popping off very well. It almost looks like they're blending in, but in real life, when I'm looking at this, and I think you'll see it in the close-up photos, that the braids really is popped off. You can really see them well. Sometimes there is a little bit of discrepancy between the video and also what you are actually seeing in real life. A lot of times the close-up photos though will show you the difference. Sometimes not, but sometimes they will actually show you the difference. So I did pull out the dies. I used my Tim Holtz dies, and I'm also going to be using some Heidi Swapp Color Shining Gold to scatter around the page. That is going to be my finishing touch. I am not going to end up putting any enamel dots or anything on this. So we'll go ahead and come in real time and slow it down. All right, guys, let's slow it down. So you can see I did want to use this as my background piece. I thought it was really cute. I love this. I had pulled out some Dear Lizzy paper pads. We got this one, Stay Colorful. I think all these papers actually came from the Stay Colorful. We're using this, and this. But then also this Swan one I used to, you know, fill up the back because I had gutted this gorgeous floral piece right here. So I have these out, so I really just wanted to use them. I love paper pads. I've said this before. So when I first put this down, it kind of blended into each other. So I went ahead and matted it with some white Daisy cardstock. Now, it sets it off a little bit, but not a whole lot. Perhaps I should have used yellow or something like that. This measurement of the white Daisy is, if you want to know, it's about 10.5 inches. And so this one's just a little bit smaller. So on here, I did use to rip the paper, I used my Lear Memory Keepers. I don't remember what these are called, but it has something to do with paper rippers. I got these as a prize from a Cherry on Top for a challenge I entered for National Scrapbook Day. So yes, I got to use that, and it was really cute. And if you saw, I don't think I still have it out, but if you saw in the video, I had ripped up. Here it is, actually, I do have it out. I had ripped up. So you can choose, if you're ripping up, see, this doesn't have that much white core showing, but this side, it does have quite a bit of white core showing. So when you're ripping up, the paper you're ripping up does not have a whole bunch of white core, but the paper that is down on the table that you're not actually ripping from, it does show quite a bit of white core. That is very, very cool looking. I do love that. I actually thought about using this side, but it's going to be white on white. So I thought, well, that's kind of a waste of a cool piece, and I could use this on something else later down the road, right? Well, so I put these two together so they're just one square, and then of course put the white Daisy behind it. When I was looking for some embellishments, I found a sheet I had And there was actually already a lot of Dear Lizzie pieces on it. So I went ahead and used those for my embellishments. Let's see if I still have those out. I don't see them. I don't see them handy. But I did just a basic piece of 8.5 by 11, I think. And I had some embellishments taped down on them. And that's where I pulled from. In fact, I think on those ones, it was actually on a piece of cardstock, and I put the parchment paper or wax paper over top, like Janet over RTS showed us. That was one of the first ones I did after she showed us how to do that. So yeah, I had a lot of Dear Lizzie stickers. And then these, I don't know where these came from. Now, I pulled them in anyway because they say summertime to me. Don't those look like paradise flowers or something you would like see in Hawaii or something? And that just said summertime to me. So I went ahead and pulled those in. This camera and this sticker are a Dear Lizzie. I went ahead and kept those. I did pull out also my super awesome trusted Tim Holtz tag die, and of course I finished it off with a reinforcer. I love, this is probably one of my favorite dies. I have 3 sets because I used to make tag albums. FYI guys, if you want to use this big one for tag albums, it works amazing. What I used to do when I made it, I had 1 layer of pattern paper and the opposite side usually cardstock, sometimes pattern paper. For the cover, I did pattern paper, then cardstock, then pattern paper, and I just glued them all together. And I either used this or a glue stick to do that, so that the front and the back were very thick. And then on the center pages that went inside the tag albums, I did pattern paper backed together, but I lined them up and put them together with some adhesive. They're really cute. I haven't done one in a while, but yeah, I absolutely love this tag die. I especially love that this tag die comes with a reinforcer. I wish Close to My Heart would come out with something like that because I feel like I want to be loyal, but this tag die is like my favorite die. So when I was looking at all my embellishments, I did find this little summertime. This summertime is actually from crepe paper. It was fussy cut out of a paper. So I thought, I could use that. And then I went ahead and spelled out braids, summertime braids. Now, I know the gray, we don't have anything else in here in gray, and I know I have some small white stickers, and I could not find them, guys. I could not find my small white stickers. And you know, I just go with what I can easily get my hands on. I am not going to search around my room for 30 minutes trying to find small white stickers. I use what would work. And, you know, that's what I did in this instance. I am not all about spending, you know, 4 hours on a layout. I'm just not going to do that. So when I started building my clusters, I thought, man, I need a little something else. So I ended up using this 2-inch circle punch and cut out some yellow just so I could have some layering, like this flower in particular. When it sits here, it's sitting on the same color, right? And so it just really blended in. So I pulled out the yellow paper also from this paper pad, this one right here, and I just punched a few circles. Now, one of the design elements or design rules, if you want to go that far, I'd say design elements, they're like pint, quart, gallon, right? So small, medium, and large, and I didn't really do that. I used all of the same size circles because it was handy. And I am, again, not all about searching for getting it perfect. Perfection is not even on my radar, not even at all. But if I had to look at this and say, I would think this to my eye looks like a large, and this looks like a medium, and this looks like a small. So kind of it worked out, but I did layer the same size circle under each of them. Now on here, this is my gorgeous Tim Holtz tag. I did end up cutting out 2 of those, but I used this one. It's the bigger one. And I just tied a bow with my crochet thread right here. This thing lasts forever, like way longer than any twine. In fact, I do have a box of twine I probably need to pull out a couple twine options and set them on my desk so I can reach for those. But this one's almost gone. You can see it's been almost gone for probably 2 months now. You can see the cardboard underneath. So I need to replace that, but I haven't yet. I'm going to probably wait till I run out, and then I'll turn to the twine because I have twine. And then when I get sick of the twine, we'll go and find some crochet thread. Anyways, we put the little bow right here. This I just glued down with my art glitter glue. I love this stuff, guys. I still love this. My very first bottle I got from May May Made It, because if you search May May Made It on YouTube, I think well, obviously she has a website too. I just like to support small businesses, but I did get refills, and the refills I got from Amazon. You can get them at Amazon, and they don't ship certain times of the year. I think do they not ship in the winter? I think it's the winter they don't ship. Anyways, when I put this sticker down, because I love the sticker, this came in the Dear Lizzie, I mean, it came with this collection. She had a sticker sheet, and I used most of it, but some of them I do have on that 8.5 by 11 piece that, like what Janet showed us how to do, but there's gold on it. See all that gold? So I thought I needed to tie in that gold, so I did pull out my Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold. I do have 2 bottles. This one is almost empty. This one's still pretty full. I did have a subscriber send me a link to an alternative to this, so yes, I do appreciate that. And when I am running, this one's almost full. When I am almost out, I will try out some other types, but right now I do still have the Heidi Swap Color Shine. I love this. Like, see, I got this on Riley's hair. If you guys remember that one video I did where I used my shimmer brushes and I got some of the black shimmer on her face, I wasn't able to wipe it off, but this, like this little dot of gold, I will be able to wipe that off with a wipe or whatever if I wanted to. It wouldn't ruin it. So yes, love that. So I did finish it off with the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold, and this I popped up on some foam tape. This one I didn't really think I needed more dimension up here because the braids, right, that is already popped up. I mean, it's a sticker. It's like a plastic sticker, I guess, when I spelled out the word. So I had a little bit dimension there already. And then down here I popped this up on some foam tape. If you want the measurements, we do have obviously a 12 by 12 background, which I cut the center out of because I wanted to use it. What I say this was 10.5, and then just a little bit smaller than 10.5. And then I ripped this little piece right here, which was about... my glasses are in my way. It's about 3 inches. My photos, there are 2 photos, and I have them just smashed together and sitting on some white daisy. They are 3 3/4. Each one's 3 3/4. I just put them on some white daisy cardstock, put them together. Sometimes I'll leave a gap in the center, but this one I didn't. These are Riley's braids. Her mama was braiding her hair, trying out French braids on her. I did not ask yet, but I will ask, and I'm kind of wondering how well she did sitting there for her mama to do that. You can see, I mean, they're not perfect because she is a toddler, right? So I'm sure there was a little bit of difficulty with doing that, which is super cute. Yeah, and that's all I did on here. I think it's really cute. So let me show it to you up close, and I will have some pictures coming up here next. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Please check my links down below. If you'd like to support my channel, you can go over to Close to My Heart and pick yourself something up. If you're not like obsessed with Close to My Heart like I am, I would recommend the White Daisy cardstock. It's a smooth cardstock, great for stamping if you want to stamp. And then I also love the foam adhesive. It's absolutely one of my favorite things. We do have some dies over there as well, which I do like the stitched dies. Oh, and by the way, you did see that I had, oh, I already put it up. I had my Close to My Heart die cut machine out that I used on here with these Tim Holtz dies. I love that. It's a lot more compact than my Big Shot. It's lighter than my Big Shot, and the handle stores in the base. You can store things in the base. When you put the base down, you fold the base down, it suctions to your desk, which is a very cool feature. So you can't, you know, it doesn't move. I really like it. I like how those fold up. It's a little bit more compact, like I said, than the Big Shot. The way you earn one of those, or you can get one of those, you can't just go to the website and buy it. You have to earn hostess rewards. You have to host a party, and then I think after $150 you're eligible to buy one of those, and I think they're $99. Well worth the money. I don't use it exactly how it says to use it, but I even using it because it says platform, then the die, then the paper, then the cutting mat. I flip it. But even that way, because that just makes more sense to me, because that's what I'm used to doing with the Big Shot. So I just flip it, and even that way it works, and I think it's awesome. And like I said, it's smaller, more compact, and lighter. So yeah. All right, guys, check my links down below. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.